Hi everyone, I'm Echoes and I'm a VTuber. So this PowerPoint I've been working on, or video, I've been working on for quite some time because I wanted to go over my New Year's plans pretty much and also summarize what has happened so far in 2022 and what I've done in the past year. So yeah, hope you guys will enjoy that a lot. So I'm going to be starting off with my YouTube growth in 2022. So overall, some major increases were that in 2022, during the time that I was reacting to Wish from Mercury, I gained 180 new subscribers. I had a significant increase in watch time and about almost 13,000 views. And most of it, it came in the last few months. But I'm just so grateful of seeing all the positive growth, because before I didn't really know what to do with my VTubing stuff on YouTube. I was mostly interested in streaming games, but many of the games that I tried streaming ended up not being particularly successful or good games. And even though I was waiting for Honkai Star Rail to come out, there was no definite date on when it would be released, so I ended up reacting to Gundam Wish from Mercury because it just ended up being a sort of show that had a lot for me to talk about, and thus I was able to create content on a weekly basis. So yeah. Some interesting analytics facts are that most of the viewers were from the US and Japan. So not really actually that surprising if you think about it, as Wish from Mercury was very popular in Japan, and it's in general one of the most popular shows airing right now. So yeah, main viewer age was from 25 to 34 years old. Makes sense with the general demographic that Wish from Mercury appeals to, and even I'm almost in that range myself, as I am 24, so I'm almost there. And main gender is male as well for views. I think just the Gundam demographic is predominantly male, so I guess that doesn't surprise anyone here. Some top performing videos were actually, the first one was I think it's episode 2, or yeah, I think it's episode 2, yes, episode 2. So of Gundam Wish from Mercury. I don't know why that one's really popular. Maybe it's because it's one of my first Gundam reaction videos. Could be why, though it's hard to say. Second one is obviously the most recent reaction I did. I'll be doing the next reaction most likely tomorrow or Monday, depending on when the new episode comes out, because I'll explain in a post tomorrow depending on whether Crunchyroll gets the episode uploaded in time or not. But they say that there's going to be at least a day delay in releasing on streaming services. So it will mean that my reaction is delayed respectively depending on the episode, because I usually use Crunchyroll to do my reactions, so because it has the highest quality, and obviously you want to promote legal ways of streaming if possible. And the last one is the birthday song one, which I don't know why it's popular either. Yeah, I mean, views are views, I guess. So here's some interesting stats. So these are some of my commission stats from 2021 and 2022. Just pretty much just a general price breakdown in what I bought, what I commissioned for. These are also only completed ones. Incompleted ones are not counted here. But yeah, but for the most part, I commission a lot of people for a lot of different things. I find it really enjoyable commissioning people. It's kind of like one of my biggest expenses. Especially since I have a VTuber character I can now commission for, and even more designs now with my Echoesverse characters. I don't know, it's just something I have quite a lot of fun with. I never really run out of things to commission for. Though this year, in 2023, I'll try to commission less and instead try to commission for bigger things. So yeah, You'll see that more in a different video. So some important goals I had achieved that I had in mind was I tried having a PNG tuber and live 2D model because those were sort of the way that a lot of people started out doing VTubing, was that you generally didn't want to go expensive right away in case if you didn't really like what you were doing. But I found that having a PNG tube and live 2D model was kind of, at the time it felt kind of restricted. I didn't really like how they felt when I was streaming. It felt like super stiff, and I felt that I wasn't able to express myself properly. Which is why one of my main priorities ever since I became a VTuber was that I want to have a custom 3D model that wasn't a Vroid one specifically, but you know, the custom ones made in Blender and everything. It's because I felt that the real-time reaction felt smoother, and felt more like having an actual person talk to you rather than having a PNG or even a moving image talk to you. Obviously, I know that live 2D remains extremely popular, especially with the corporate VTubers. But and also you could spend a lot of money in regards to rigging and getting all those like expensive additional effects and stuff. But what I wanted most was just having the real-time reactions, and that was the easiest to achieve in 3D models. So that's what I am going for the most right now. I also upload onto YouTube more frequently, as before Witch from Mercury, I didn't have any idea on what I wanted to create. And also I was waiting for my 3D model to be completed, as it was completed only around September of 2022. I also complete all the Echoesverse designs. Those are all of my characters in my VTuber lore, multi-character lore. Or not really multiverse, it's more like having a lot of characters who interact with my VTuber character as a way of demonstrating that they aren't alone. I'll talk about that more in a separate video, which I already prepared the slideshow for. And I streamed some games which were Ni no Kuni and Tower Fantasy around their releases, but I ended up never continuing to play them, so I only streamed them once. I do want to stream more games this year. So a few things I'm surprised I did was the custom character animation that I showed before. Maybe I could just show it real quick here. Let me see. I gotta use my OBS stuff. Just change real quick. But yeah. I don't know, just like, I really like this animation a lot. It works really well. Yeah, it just, I enjoyed commissioning for it quite a lot. It's something I never thought I'd have the opportunity to commission for, but the opportunity just kind of fell into my lap via Twitter, so glad I took the opportunity, and the animator did a very amazing job. Alright, now I'm gonna go back to the slideshow scene. But yeah. So there's that. I don't know, it just, you know, who doesn't want to have like their own anime? Even it's like a short animation stuff, it's, you know, it's kind of the same thing, you know. Having like someone like animate for you, something that I think is a dream of most anime fans. If you watch anime enough, it's just having your own custom animation. So it just, so glad that I had the opportunity to do a commission for it. Also that I upload the reaction videos, because I initially wasn't really sure whether to do the reaction videos, as it's, to me, I honestly don't really watch that many reaction VTubers, or YouTubers in general, YouTubers, because it depends on the show, right? I only watch it if the show interests me, and if the person has similar views to myself. I also found that, believed before, that it was kind of a way to just kind of, it felt like an easy way of making videos, and I didn't like how people did reaction videos, is that they usually tend to do live reactions, and I felt that they often missed a lot of important details. But With the Gundam ones, I've instead watched the episode ahead of time, maybe once or twice, and then reacted to them afterwards. I found that format worked better for me as a way of being able to get more into the details that people can easily miss. And then also the Echoesverse designs, which are the commissioning for a total of 5 different character designs. So that is very fun. Also, that'll be covered in a separate video. There's a whole video on the Echoesverse designs I'll go into later. So next, I'd like to go into what I'd like to do in 2023 and my New Year's resolutions. So it's kind of like a mix of both if you think about it. So the first thing I wanted to do was that I wanted to stream console games. As before, I mostly just did reaction videos. And I actually very recently got a new capture card in order to do this. I tested it, and it seemed to work quite well on my PlayStation 5 and my Switch. Trying to do it from the iPad, I'm dealing with a few technical difficulties, but I will be buying the equipment in order to do that. So yeah, so most likely after we finish Witch from Mercury, either most likely this week, I'll be deciding to stream Fire Emblem Engage once it comes out on January 20th. Don't know if it'll be like an everyday thing, because I personally just really like playing games on my own. I don't need to stream games. I just play it by myself, you know. I don't feel really a need to like stream it, but I was thinking about at least streaming my first playthrough, because you know, why not? I might as well try it. I mean, I set up everything. I can at least try it. But whether I decide to continue streaming it, I don't know. I'll decide, but it could also just mean I just play it on my own, because I like to take my time with games, and sometimes having a chat can be a bit of a pressure. So I may just want to have the freedom of doing things on my own. And then the Zelda game, which will be coming out in May, I think. I don't remember the date, but I'm looking forward to the new Zelda game as well. Next, I'll be finishing reacting to Gundam Witch from Mercury. As if you know the details, it is a split core. So this upcoming winter season, we will not be getting the continuation. So it'll continue in April of 2023. Since I already started so far with Witch from Mercury and had so much growth, and it has given me a lot of opportunities for a lot of things, it is my responsibility to continue to finish up. And finish up to the very end. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the episodes. Next, I want to learn how to video edit, as if you could tell from all these videos, I don't know how to edit. Not that I don't want to, it's just like, can be kind of like a lot of work. Sometimes I don't really want to bother. I just record and then upload. I'm also kind of a lazy person, so so anyway, because before I did my Gundam reaction videos, I initially was planning to do video essays, and I realized that video essays are a lot of work too, and I'm like, I gotta make videos and make them look good, and I'm like, how do I do this? I'm like, I don't know, I feel kind of intimidated, to be completely honest. So these are some thumbnails I got done by Lines of Motion, who I follow on YouTube. She's one of my favorite YouTubers in general. She doesn't upload very often because a lot of her videos are very work intensive. But I've always been a fan of her, and I'm also in her Discord server. So yeah, so I was able to commission her a few things. The first one is why N is the best character in Pokemon, as he's my favorite Pokemon character. And the bottom one is why MiHoYo makes so much money. I also want to make a video on why VTubers should do their taxes, as I do volunteer tax work for the Vtuber program or United Way. You can always look into that yourself. If you're an American, you'd benefit from United Way if you are within the if you qualify based on your income. I'd recommend looking into it if you're interested, but yeah, I've been doing volunteer tax work for the past few years. So I believe that it's my way of doing service for people. But yeah, just the point though is I need to learn how to video edit, as it would make my video content more interesting to people, you know. Next would be to make more diverse content outside of just reactions and me reacting to things. As you see, it's mostly focused on games and series I haven't seen. I think the 13 Sentinels I already played, Star Row, which is supposedly coming out this year. I don't know when it'll come out though. And Aina, which is an anime coming out this season, I believe, from like Polygon. They're known for their 3D work. And then Macross as well, which I've never seen, and maybe making videos in VR chat, as I also have a VR chat compatible avatar. And it may be easier for me to be more engaging with like full body tracking and stuff. But yeah, it just was a few ideas I had in mind. Nothing quite concrete yet, but I do want to try to create more consistent YouTube content. Next, I want to commission a lore video for Echoesverse, because this whole Echoesverse is pretty much, you know, like the whole 5 characters being in the same universe, and I wanted to have a proper video that showcased that outside the one that are planned and will release soon, explaining their designs and concepts. As VTuber lore is something that sometimes people don't really go into very much. Most VTubers just tend to have a basic concept. But I find that this kind of thing just interests me, as I personally do like writing stories. I'm not a good artist, but I can write. So, and also I love reading. So it's just a way for me to sort of give back and bring my creations to life, if that makes any sense. I'm thinking about asking UU Media, as they've done something similar before. But yeah, I need to save a little more money first, so I'll maybe wait until the end of this month before applying. Next, I want to commission another outfit. So as you can see right now, I'm wearing my casual outfits, pretty much just a white collared shirt. And then usually in my videos, you see me with my formal outfit, which is the uniform. I wanted to commission a more extravagant version of my VTuber uniform. It's kind of like, for example, if you go to like some sort of like really nice event, and you know, usually people wear like suits and like formal dresses and stuff, kind of like that, but instead it's like, I guess it's, you think about it's like kind of like a formal suit. I don't know what I actually just recently commissioned the Mr. Senki for this, and I don't know how it's gonna look, but he does really beautiful designs. And I thought it would be suitable for the look I was going for. So yeah, so it's kind of like a class change in Fire Emblem. So yeah. And then after I commission the outfit, I'll then have to commission the 3D blueprint for it, in order to then make it probably commission either Artemis or the B Custom 3D, who I commissioned for my current 3D model, for the 3D version. So yeah, so it's like kind of like a multi-step process. So 3D models are kind of a pain in the butt, but it's hopefully gonna be worth it. So yeah, it's just nice to have like a little bit of a costume change, but not be overly different, because you know mostly you only see that like a little bit of the top half anyway. It doesn't really have to be overly complicated. But I thought it'd just be a nice change. And then also to be fit again, because I am very out of shape. I used to play tennis in high school. So that was when I used to be like so fit. I used to go on the treadmill every day and train all summer to play tennis for the fall season. I'm like, how far I've fallen. So yeah, so hopefully I'll be able to become more fit in the upcoming year, because I have a gym membership, everything, but we'll see whether anything happens. And this is some just in real life pictures of my room. I don't know if you guys are interested, but just want to share because I thought it'd be interesting to see sort of room I live in. So the left, as you can see, is my desktop. I recently upgraded my computer screen to a wide monitor because before my cousin on Thanksgiving was making fun of me for having really cheap equipment, and I'm like, man, why are you doing this to me? Anyway, so I upgraded my monitor to a widescreen monitor. As before, I had the typical computer screen. My current screen at the time had screen tearing problems, so this current one hasn't had that issue, so it's great. I got a new keyboard for Christmas, which I built. I think I already went to depth with that with my community post on it. Whether it was worth it, I don't know. It's anyway. I got a new mouse. It's a fancy one. You could use it for wirelessly, but I prefer corded, so we'll just use it like that. And then also I got the capture card. You can't see in the screen because my mic is blocking the picture, but I did get I think it's Avex Media capture card. So that should be good enough for me to stream console games and hopefully my iPad too. So I'll have a bit more options with screen capturing different games. So yeah, and just my setup. You could hopefully tell it's mine. Big Genshin fan and Tears of Themis. My husband Vin is in the center, then Xiao's on the left because the standee's quite nice. Anyway, and then on the right you could see my bookshelf. The books are kind of in a I ran out of room on my bookshelf, so I'm trying to figure out where to put them all. I'll figure that out later, but if you ever need any manga or anime recommendations, I can always share some. I'm known for being quite good for that, as I've seen quite a lot of shows. Not everything, obviously, but I'm very good with recommending stuff because I spend a lot of my time reading manga and webtoons. And I have quite a lot of books I have to read, as you can tell. Most of the books in that pile I haven't read yet. I gotta read them later. So that's also one goal this year, is also to read some more books. So yeah, not sure what to get a new bookshelf as. I found that acrylic risers don't really fit what I had in mind, so yeah. And yeah, this is my question for you all is, what are your New Year's resolutions? As I already shared mine. So I feel that at the beginning of every year, we always want to do something new, right? Try to find a way to make what we decide to do for the year more set in stone. So this is just my question for you all. As maybe by saying it in the comment section, you'll find a way to make those goals you had in mind more reality, It's I wish all the best with any resolutions you might have, and if you'd like to share them, you can. Otherwise, you could just keep them to yourself too. That's also fine. Just whatever you're comfortable with. And yeah, and thank you for supporting me so far. I'm still a small VTuber and YouTuber in general, so I'm just grateful for having so many people support me in 2022 and 2023. Yeah, and let me know if you have any questions. Don't know if that really interests anyone, but I like answering questions. I always appreciate comments. It's something I enjoy responding to when I'm able to, because I know that once if I ever become bigger, that opportunity will be lost. So I'll try my best while I'm able to. And something also keep in mind as well is where I don't know if you guys realize, but I never try to ask for likes or subscribers or something, because I don't know, it just bothers me a lot. Because as someone who avidly uses YouTube, it feels like obviously it's people promoting themselves and everything, trying to become bigger, gain more growth and all that stuff. But I want it to be more of the person's choice to decide whether they like or subscribe to something, as then they have more agency. It's not like someone's telling you to do something. It's more like you are doing it because you decide to do it, and not without having someone to tell you to do it. So there's that. I find that rather important, because I guess in my life I've always had people tell me to do things, and I've had to learn to do things on my own and decide for myself what was best for me. So I leave that choice to you, whether you decide to do any way to support me. Though my favorite things I get are comments. I always like those the most. So yeah. So whatever works for you. I'm not going to tell you to do anything, but I mean, I did ask you for the New Year's resolutions. I think about it, but that's also your choice. It's more of just me being curious on what goals that people have. I'm inquisitive in that way, so it's me being genuinely curious. So whatever works for you. Yeah. Yeah, that's all. Thank you so much. Hopefully this video isn't overly long. Probably is, because I like just talking. But yeah, thank you so much, everyone, and let's all have a good new year. And I hope I can react to Witcher Mercury soon once episode 12 comes out, whenever it does. Okay, all right. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. See ya.